Hi everyone, so I wanted to pop on real quick. I know I just did my last makeup date and I posted it later than I filmed it, but um, within this past week I already have a few updates and I want to be keeping these videos a little bit shorter. So I want to just quickly pop on here and just film a quick update about what's been rotating through my makeup collection. If you hear any drip drops of rain, that's because we have kind of an ice storm in the area and it's just starting right now. I was hoping to beat it, but it didn't happen. But I think it should be okay. And kind of in trying to this bathroom setup here. I know the audio is gonna be weird, so just bear with me. But I wanted a little bit of the natural light for this video. So first, let's go through some of the outs that I have, some things that rotated into my collection, some things I found that I didn't realize I had as part of my collection, some updates and things like that. And then I think just a few thoughts that I've been having lately about my makeup collection. So let's start with the outs. I think that's super exciting. I have my bag here, as I usually do. First one is a little bit boring, but I finished the foot mask from Sephora. I told myself I would use at least one of these a month just to be able to get through the few that I have, and so far so good. It was nice. Another package type thing is I finished, I got this actually from my mother-in-law, the Cream Shop face wipes. There's 60 of these in here, and I started this a few years ago. So I only contributed, I think, like $10 into my lip lab for this. I know makeup wipes don't cost much, but I think for the amount of work I put into this, I gave myself $10 for it. All right, and then here comes the fun stuff. This is a little bit boring. A little bit of the toner here that I was using. I just reused this for a Thayer's toner, and it took me a little over a month to use a whole ounce. Actually, this is a little bit less than an ounce. I didn't realize that. It's a little bit less than an ounce, and it still took me a little over a month. And sorry, it's like dribbling back in here. I didn't realize there was stuff stuck on the top here. But I'll clean that out and use that for the next round. And let me see here. I used up a foundation sample. This was pretty good. I ended up using this as a mixer. This was like the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation in shade 4.5, I think. Maybe it was shade 5. One of the two. And then this is the Clinique Smart Night Moisturizer. This one was really good, but there wasn't very much in here. Actually, it looks like a big sample jar, but it really wasn't much. It was like a quarter of an ounce. I like this. I don't think I'll pick up a full size unless I can't find anything as good. I find moisturizers, the type of moisturizer I need is pretty basic, so I don't really seek out super like crazy formulas or anything like that. This was an eye cream an eye serum, and this actually took me like about 2 or 3 weeks to use up just like a few pumps that the store associate put in here. So definitely worth it. I think I gave myself a few bucks in my lip lab for that. I used up a e.l.f. Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm. This was about half an ounce, and this was good. I don't think I'll need to purchase a full one. I'm using up a sample cleansing oil right now, but I don't find myself like really needing anything like this. It's nice when I have like a super full face of makeup on, but other than that, like I don't really feel a whole need in my collection for it. But we'll see in the future how that pans out. This one's a big one. I finished the e.l.f. Solid Sponge Cleanser. You can see right through it. It is totally gone. I finished it this morning and I am so excited. I am bringing in the Sephora sponge cleanser, and this one smells a lot nicer, to be honest. A little bit less product than this, and for this one I think I gave myself, I know it only sells for $5 on the e.l.f. website, but I think I gave myself like 45 bucks for it just because of how long it took me, how hard I worked on it. And this has about an ounce and a half. So I equated its use to like how much I use of like a foundation or like a complexion product. And those products I'm giving myself $30 per ounce. So that's kind of how I landed at 45. Maybe I'm overdoing it. Let me know if you think I should make it closer to the $5 value this is. But to me, this is a huge win, and sponge cleansers take forever. I might amend it, we'll see. I mean, the project's like really dynamic and I make up the rules, so I can fix it later if I want to. This is actually Declutter. This one is one of my out the door in 2024 products. This is the Rare Beauty let's see, Dewy Lip Balm in Compliment. This one, I was really hoping to like, I actually made an entire Poshmark order with like 5 items just to get this, and this still didn't work out for me. I was really hoping it would, but it's just a little too dark, I think, on its own. As a mixer, I would really need, it'd be difficult to use, and I actually have a similar shade to this in my lip palette that I'm panning right now. So I think I'm just gonna try to declutter this. Maybe someone in my life or in my community, like from Buy Nothing, would be willing to use this once I sanitize it. So yeah, this is technically out the door, and I feel sad that I'm not gonna be the one to use it up, but I'm hoping someone else will be able to enjoy it. All right, and then a few updates. I guess this isn't quite new or like into my collection, but these are things I discovered are actually a part of my collection over while I was kind of cleaning and like looking through things. And I feel a little bit embarrassed that I totally overlooked these products and now have to figure out a way to use them. So the first one is this e.l.f. soap brow. I just had the container, like package is brand new, like kicking around my room, and it was under the bed for a while, under a chair for a while, under whatever, and I just like never. I'm not really a brows person, but I was like, well, it's here, so I might as well figure out how to use it. So I'm gonna try to incorporate this. I think if anything, I might actually use it as like a hairline tamer. I have tons of baby hairs up here, and so I might end up using it for that rather than like traditional soap brow. But I might also try to put some effort into my brows too. I realized one of my shades in my Pan That palette might be good for brows. So maybe if I can incorporate this, we'll figure it out. But I want to at least try it out, you know? That's why I bought it. And then this is a lip scrub from Nivea. It's actually pretty good. I bought it after trying out a few other lip scrubs, and I was like, I just need something cheap and functional. So this one's exactly that. And I find that this one, you don't use a ton of it. I think I've used this at least a handful of times, and there isn't like that much gone from it. So I'll keep working at this. I think that I'll just kind of be working on this behind the scenes, and we'll be updating kind of if I feel like there's good progress on it. This one blindsided me. This one was actually in my declutter bag, and I feel like I really was gonna declutter it. This is the Almay Skin Perfecting Comfort Concealer. It's like a stick formula, and you know, they have stick formulas have that reputation in the beauty community, right? The shade was too light, but now that I realize a lot of my complexion products are too dark, and I'm trying to like find mixers, like samples or whatever, and so this is too light, my other ones are too dark, I might as well combine the two and figure out a way to use it. Especially since I've been using more sponge application for my makeup, I feel like that allows this product to function a lot better. So it's not as like dry and like smeary and stuff that, you know, the qualities I didn't like before. So I think mixing and using the sponge will maybe fix this one a little bit. All right, and then a few things that I've been trying to multitask, or at least like use a bit differently in my collection. One is the Rare Beauty Tinted Lip Oil. I talked about this in my Out the Door in 2024, and I was like, I don't want this product on its own on my lips. It's too thin, it's a tint, like it still is, but actually I started using this as a cheek product. Like I always do, always demote my lip products into cheek products. And yeah, so I think I'm gonna try to use this one up that way, or at least a good chunk of it that way. And so far it's been nice. It does stain, right? So I can't like leave it on for too long, like dab it on and then like blend it out really fast. But it's been working, and so I think I'm gonna try to at least, I have no idea how to track usage on this. I might have to like dip like dip like a long stick in there to figure out how much I have left. But yeah, I think I just want to use it up because I spent money on it. It was kind of hyped up, I think, back in the holidays, and I picked it up, and so I need to commit to it, unless I think it's not worth it. Oh, another lip product I'm really excited about. So I talked about this in my Out the Door in 2024. I don't think it's in my other one. Yeah, I don't think it's in my project, or like Partners in Cream. I think this one is Out the Door in 2024. And this is amazing. Look, so it says, so I have a mark here from the 10th, and today it is the 15th, right? 14th? Today's the 16th. There you go. Today's the 16th. So within less than a week, I've used up all of that. Like, that is crazy. And not only that, but I mixed in a little bit of the new Rare Beauty Nearly Neutral Balm that I used up from my previous video. And it's actually allowed the product to settle a lot better, and I can actually see it. So I'm already at the E of the, from the gloss. And this was just in less than a week, so I might actually be able to finish it another week, although we all know down at the bottom it gets hard, so I might put it on its side and, you know, swipe it from the edge and stuff like that. But within a week, I think I'll have this gone, which is crazy to me. But I think one of the things I've been thinking about too is like, how many products do I actually have in my lip collection? And embarrassingly, I know like compared to other people, it doesn't seem like a lot, but I think to me and how I use my lip products and how I want to be rotating things out, and like, I mainly just want to be able to keep tabs on everything. I don't want to miss anything, because like some of these products, I was like, whoa, where did you come from? And I want to be able to keep tabs on all of my entire collection. So I tallied it up, and not counting the declutter that I just mentioned, I have 22 products, and 6 of them is the 6 shades in my pan, that lip palette. And I really would like to whittle that down to under 10. And I think I can do that this year if I really commit to it, don't bring any new products in, and really do my best to get under there, because I know by the end of the year, I'm just gonna just shoot right back up. Because I mean, I'm doing Project Lip Lab, and that's the name, right? Lip Lab. I want to go to Lip Lab and get at least 2 shades from there. And then if the holiday sets are good from Sephora, I just like gravitate towards those. If they're like a good shade match for me, at least most of the products, then I really want to snap it up, and I don't want to like miss out like I have a few times. And I think the FOMO feeling is sometimes a little bit worse than, you know, like, I don't know, maybe it's not, but I think I just like want to be trying new things, and those sets are like really, really enticing. So I want to get my lip collection especially down to a point where I can like welcome those products without too much guilt, and feel like, yes, I can spend the next, you know, 6 months or whatever before they release a new lip kit to like work through things, get that number out, and then like be able to rotate new things in. The glosses, as you can see, I mean, I used that one up so quickly. I don't think those would be that much of an issue. I think it's really the lipsticks that I'm gonna have trouble with. The 6 lipsticks in my Pan That Lip palette are gonna go by the end of the year, or at least like they won't be in the rotation after this year, because one, it's a really old palette. It's gonna turn 10 years this year. Like, it was manufactured in 2014. It's crazy. And I'm definitely putting myself at risk by using this palette and trying to use it up, and because, you know, the palette only gets older and older every single day. So I'm really trying to like get some good use on it. The other lipsticks that I have are also getting older too. They're also from MAC. They're at least a few years old. And I just feel like I need to be working through my lipsticks as well. So I think what I might end up doing, I'm just thinking out loud, what I might end up doing is once I finish my time with that lip palette, I'll scrape it out and then actually push in some of the other lipsticks that I'm trying to work on. Each of the little pans in that lip palette is about half of a lipstick. I think like 0.2 ounces or like 0.14 ounces or something like that. And then like a regular lipstick has like 0.3 to like 0.4 ounces depending on the shape and the size and blah, blah, blah. But just about half. So I think that's not bad. To use up half of a lipstick in a palette through the year isn't bad. And so I don't know, either way, I'm just trying to think of ways to like be using things rather than just like have it stored away. So, and I think the lip palette has become a really, really great way for me to be trying all like 6 shades that are in there all at once, and like be mixing and whatever, and like getting used on stuff, even if I'm not using very much, but it's something. And that's ultimately, I think, what I want for my collection. Yeah, like, it's never been about using up the whole product. I think it's just getting the experience of the product and then using up the value of it. Like, highest priority is get the experience out of it. So like what I talked about with the soap brow, right? It's brand new. I just want to experience it, figure out how it works for me. And then I think like second priority is like use up as much of it as I can, which I feel like this product is where I'm at with it now. I'm like, oh wow, I'm having a really, really good experience with it right now. It's a good match, a little pearly, but it works. And I enjoy the way it looks on my lips. And then, but if I don't finish all the way, like, I won't be mad at myself for that, right? Like, I've got my experience, got the value out of it. And then I think like last priority for me is to like actually finish products, which I know some people are like die hard, get it all the way down to the bottom, but for me, I think that's like kind of actually last priority for me as a project planner. Yeah, anyways, those are a lot of thoughts. Let me wrap up here. I pulled in this vitamin E oil because I finished up my my moisturizer last time, and I was like, what do I use in the place of it? And I have a few other moisturizers that I have, but I don't feel ready to get into those yet. So because I have other steps in my skincare routine, I was like, I think just putting in oil should be okay. And then lastly, I have this powder where it's actually a loose powder in here. It's one of those like DIY compacts where you can like pop it out, like put in whatever loose powder you want, and then be able to use it for however you want. And I actually love this. I love the way it looks on my skin. I love the way that it finishes. So I'm looking at myself like in a mirror over here, and it's like, wow, it looks pretty good. And there's like a mix of like Laura Mercier setting powder, which obviously that one performs really well. There might be a different one in here too, and I think even like an SPF powder in here. So I'm gonna, but I've used up actually a lot of it. I've marked where I started, and then I'm already like getting some good progress on it. So anyways, sorry you can't see that, but I'll do better progress on this I think next time. I think this is my jacket panty. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap up. I can hear one of my kids screaming in the back, so I'll tend to her. But thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video, and thanks so much for watching. Bye.